Hello, beautiful people. Today let's discuss the Balance Council changes. There were some changes which are definitely and I would like to focus on some of them. So let's start. And this is especially amazing, this Visegerd. I think this card was already pretty interesting regarding a few types of decks in Northern Realms. But I think right now we will see finally this card more often. And definitely I will try to create one of the decks with Visegerd because I find this card super useful and very interesting. Dunka, also I agree with this change. I would say that although the hand buff was already buffed many times, it's still missing something, and definitely this card should be buffed. For 7 points of provision, I would say that 1 point of power can make a difference, and this card would be more stable and definitely will be much harder to destroy. Then we have Tamara, absolutely amazing card. Definitely bounty hunters, they needed something like this. So this card was completely forgotten and didn't appear in any of the decks. Right now I think with 7 points of power and 6 points of provision it will be more visible. Then we have Tiaran. Also, this is pretty interesting. I think with 6 points of provision, at least this card should have 6 points of power. So right now it's in the perfect spot. Gael, also very interesting card. I already did one deck with Gael, and now I created the second one, so I try to use it because this is also kind of interesting card for vampires. Then we have Nausicaa Sergeant, so this is every month story. Then Standard Bearer, also a very nice change, definitely forgotten card. So finally for the hospitality, Tucson Hospitality, we will have another card that will be also visible in this deck. Then Heimei Scald, definitely this card needed a change, and if someone thinks that this card package it's strong, unfortunately it's not, because it's very random. So I think this 1 point of power, it will make a difference. Obviously I would even say that at 6 that would be the sweet spot for this card, but at least 5, and definitely I will create a deck with this Scald. So next deck will be this one. Witch Hunter, also this card needed the buff because at 4 and 4 that wasn't enough. With this place a bounty, the only deployability, I would say that wasn't enough. Right now finally Witch Hunters, they got buffed. Then we have Nitrate. Also I agree with this change. So to be honest with you, we had 10 changes over here, and maybe with the Nausicaa Sergeant that was the only one that I don't agree with. The other ones definitely I do. Then we have Decreasing Power. Henry, yes, I agree with this change. Definitely this is a very strong card, and it can be a I would say game changer. So with Run Mage plus this Henry, they can create a hell for the opponent. So definitely that was a good change. Living Armor, I agree. I just don't mind with this. I think that this is exactly like the direction that the game should go. So increasing the value of the cards and making them stronger, not weaker. And this is basically like giving one vote for free. So I totally agree with this one. Lord Riptide, also I agree, because Lord Riptide, anyway, this card will be still present in every single deck of Monsters as a control option. So I would say 9 plus this 2 points of armor plus 9 points of provision. This is a perfect spot. Roach, this one with this change I don't agree, unless it's gonna be like 3 points of power and 8 points of provision. So then it's okay. But 3 and 9, this is too weak, so it should be changed for 8, and then it's perfect. Alisa, I don't agree completely with this change, because I don't know what's the point of making some of the text so weak, and this is a meme deck, so I would say definitely it should stay at 6. It would be much better for this card. Axel, I'm kind of neutral about this card. It has some cons and pros regarding this change, but I would say I'm pretty neutral with this change. Then Vapior, I don't agree, because I don't know what was the point of changing this power. It should stay at 2 and 7, and it was perfect. The same goes with Fove. Also this card should be at 2 and 7. It's not that strong that it should remain at 1. Sorry, we have still more. Incubus, also I think it was 5 and 5 originally when this card was released. It was at 6 points of power and 5 points of provision, and right now I think they are like destroying the mem decks. So this is not what I would like to see, because actually I really like to play the mem decks instead of the meta and strong decks. Something unusual, something that is surprising for the opponent. So definitely it should be at 5. With eternal eclipse, basically this is killing the whole archetype. And actually, regarding nilfgaard, cultism was my favorite archetype. So I would definitely agree if it was like maybe 5 and 4, and that was the sweet spot. Right now with 3 and 4, I mean it's getting in the wrong direction. Invigorate, it's okay right now, so it's going to be another deck with 17 points of provision. Call of Harmony, not necessarily. I think it's going to be crazy strong this season, and it's going to be definitely a meta out of scoiatael. Then we have Kingdom Event. I also don't agree with this change. I don't know what's the point of like killing this card. I think it should be at 5 and 13. That was perfect. Then we have Witch's Sabbath. Basically, it's killing this card completely. At 13, it's so expensive that it will not be played at all. Battle Stations, I also don't agree. I think 12 was perfect. 13, there's no point of destroying this card. Tatterwing, I completely agree with this change. Definitely this deck that was Araka Swarm plus the White Frost. I think with this Tatterwing as a bleed in second round, that was an absolute killer. So definitely I agree with this change. Shoop, yes, I also agree. I think that at 11 that was definitely too cheap. Right now at 12 it's perfect and it should stay like this. Jan Calvate, also I don't agree with this change. I think at 12 it's an overspill. 11 and 7 that was perfect, so definitely it should be once again changed to 11. Mortard, yes, I agree with this change. Actually, it can create such a crazy value in this deck with Cat and with Koshay that definitely it should be at 11. Frexanet, no, I don't agree. When it was 6 and 8, that was perfect. So I don't know why somebody changed this card. There was no point for changing this card, because actually finally it was finally appeared. It appeared in the game and it should be like this. So I hope next season it will be once again changed. And the most interesting provision decrease. So what we're gonna play this season, Renfrey. Okay, this is perfect. So it should stay like this. Then we have Getting the Shadow. This is one of the old scenarios, but I find like this this is like the strongest one out of the old ones, most probably. Do I agree? To a certain point, but definitely Crowclan Preachers, they will be in the meta deck this season. Then we have Heimdall, a very good change. Hopefully, maybe also it will get one points of power as a boost, and then it's going to be in a sweet spot, because right now it's still missing just a hint. 11, but I would say 9, and then it's going to be perfect. Portal, great change. Definitely, it's going to be helpful for Tinic. Crimson Curse, also a very good change. Right now you can play Crimson Curse not only in the regular decks, but also with the Golden Necker. Then Germain Piquant, also a very good change. So finally we're gonna see Germain quite often in the game. Imlarit, I was also voting for this card, so finally it's at 8. Great change. Then we have South, a completely forgotten card. So finally I think it's gonna be played. So this is also a very good change. Slave Driver, I think this is 6, so it should be at 3 and 6, and then it's perfect. Highland Warlord, I also agree with this change. I think at 6 it's an overspill, and this card wasn't played that often. Right now, finally, we're gonna see also Raids and Warriors in the season. So, to be honest with you, I agree with 90% of the changes this season, so I think that was a very good balanced council. I know that in the comment section all of you will write that it was absolutely absurd and so on and so on, but comparing to the previous month, this was actually very good, and I agree with 90% of the changes. Some of them, of course, they are controversial, like Jan Calvate. Let me say that was completely not necessary. Call of Harmony, I think that's also pretty, I would say, not needed. Alisa and Roach also, but in general it's a pretty good balanced council. So thank you very much for watching. Thank you for your time and support. Please like, subscribe and comment, guys, in the next video. And the last announcement, guys, please go to your shelter and adopt the dog. Thank you very much, guys. Bye bye.